Hello, welcome to Beckham's Reviews, and today we will be recapping Prison Break. Yes, I know, I'm recapping this show. I never thought I'd be recapping this show. But thanks to my dad's idea, thank you, Kevin Booyer, thank you, Dad, of recapping the show, even though the show is convoluted, sometimes dumb, and I can't believe I'm recapping the show. But yeah, just that I cannot believe I'm recapping the show. I'm still gonna be doing Pre-Live Season 7 once I watch all of those. I haven't watched the premiere of Pre-Live Season 7 yet. But yeah. So this season, episode 1 starts off with this season starts off with our main character, Michael Scofield, getting thrown into jail. And she's like, why would it? And he's like, no, he doesn't want to. So he gets thrown into Fox River with Ezra Fitz. No, he actually does. Ezra Fitz has nothing to do with the season, even though most of the PPL fandom wants that man thrown in jail. You better give that to us. You better throw that man in prison. They probably won't, but Ezra deserves prison for all the crimes he has done against the fans and the characters themselves. So yeah, reality, he meets Fernando Sucre, and Sucre is like, why do you? He's like, hey, he's looking for Lincoln Burrows, and he's like, why are you looking for Lincoln Burrows, bro? And he's like, cause he's his brother, and yeah, so then he goes to see Lincoln, and Lincoln's like, he didn't kill that guy, but Michael's like, the internet says you did. Please have Ezra Fitz in jail, season 7. I know they're never gonna. I know I'm so fixated on Ezra Fitz being in jail, but we need Perry McPerverson and Stocky McStockers and Ezra Fitz in jail. We need him in jail. Give us what we want. Give us what we want. We want Ezra Fitz in jail. We do. I know Pretty Liars has been gone for like 2 years now. For 2 or 3 years. But I'm just saying, put Ezra Fitz in jail. If they ever make another season with Ezra, please put him in prison, because we all want it. Yeah, so then we meet the other characters in the prison. We meet Brad Bellick, Warden Pope. We meet Brad Bellick, Pope, Tbag, or One Hand Tbag, and we meet Cino, and we meet Abruzzi. And later, we meet Tweener, and we meet Chess. We meet Charles Westmoreland. And Michael is trying to get them all in jail. He has to help him break out of jail with his brother. But some of them don't want it. Some of them don't want in jail. Yeah, so Michael decided to tattoo his entire escape plan onto his back. Yeah, he literally did that. And that is, we also meet his friend Veronica Donovan, Lincoln has a son named Lincoln Jr. or LJ, and he lives with his mom and her boyfriend. But the major plot point we also meet the villains of the show, the company, the company, and they're trying to kill Lincoln because they're trying to kill Lincoln. So the true light about Terrence Stedman, the vice president turned president's brother, doesn't come to light. So they want Lincoln dead. So Michael has to do all in his power to stop them. Now, actually, he tried to do all in his power. We have on the company we have Paul Kellerman, the absolute worst person and absolute terrible employee in the show. He basically messes up everything he's assigned to do. We have his partner, Hale, who stayed in the show for one season because Kellerman kills him when he tells Veronica that Stedman isn't dead. Yeah. And then we have Bill Kim, who annoys me very much. And do you know why Bill Kim annoys me? Because he smiles all the time. This might have been hard for the actor. I'm like, no one smiles that much. This might have been hard for the actor to do because how can you just smile all the time? He's just like, it's just like, come on, dude. Michael Scofield's actor, Wentworth Miller, was on The Flash after this, and I'm just saying, he has no emotion whatsoever. He's just like, and sometimes he just shows emotion, but that's it. We also have Sarah Tancredi, the doctor, and also Michael's love interest for the season. Yeah, we also have his fake wife. We have his fake wife. Yeah, there's a lot of things happen. Yeah, so when Sucre doesn't want to join in on Michael's plan, he moves out of Michael's cell, and Michael has to deal with the best turned crazy character in this entire show, Haywire. Yeah, Haywire is the best character out of everyone. He is crazy. He's insane. And you don't think you'd like this guy, but I do. Haywire is the best. Yeah, Haywire is the best character. Like, yeah. So he discovers that Michael, when Michael doesn't like Haywire, and Haywire is off his medication. Haywire doesn't want to use medication. So he discovers Michael's tattoo, and he goes insane trying to discover what they are. And Michael uses this as a way to make it like Haywire was attacking him and get Haywire sent back to wherever, to somewhere else in the prison, and Sucre moves back in. Yeah. So yeah. So Link has a dream of him being executed, and it's just like, so he has a dream. He has a dream inside a dream. How does that make any sense? You have a dream inside a dream. Yeah. So, yeah, so yeah, so yeah, we also meet Sucre's cousin somehow. He is his cousin, and he's allowed plant. So yeah, so Bellic, being evil, decides to let Tweener in on his group, lets Tweener in. Tweener's like, he'll do anything for him. Yeah, so he's like, hey, he lets them in on the guy's job that they're doing. They're doing a job in the prison. That's their fake job to actually dig a hole, and they're allowing Tweener in on the fake job, so they can so he can like go and like tell Bellic everything. Yeah. But Tweener Tweener doesn't need Bellic. Bellic doesn't need Tweener anymore after Tweener is done. So he puts him in in a jail cell with a guy named Avocado, who who basically makes it his mission. Who basically hurts Tweener, so Tweener cuts off his bird. Yeah, that's what happened. Tweener cuts it off. And then, so Tbag. So we haven't talked about Tbag. Tbag is the guy who talks like this and licks his tongue, and he's so creepy and he's so villain. Yeah, so he killed people and he also raped some people, so he's in jail for that. Yeah, there's a flashback episode to reveal that. Yeah, there's a whole flashback episode in the middle of the season, just like Pretty Little Liars season 2, where it reveals how everyone got to where they are. Tbag has an ex-girlfriend who, but when she realized he was actually a bad guy, she put him in jail, and now he's trying to get his way back to her, and now he's trying to get his way back to her so he can like kill her or something. I don't know. Yeah, she also has kids who he pretends to be uncles to. Even though they're not married, I don't think, so how can they be, yeah. So Sino has a daughter and a wife, and is just trying to get out of jail. Yeah, if Sailor Moon was here, she would punish Tbag. She would be like, in the name of the moon, I'll punish you, Tbag. Yeah. But anyway, Sino has a wife and a daughter, and they think he's in the military or something while he's in Fox River. And yeah, they think he's in the military or something while he's in Fox River, and he doesn't want to tell them that he's in Fox River. Also, Sucre has a girlfriend who is in this season the absolute worst, because Sucre has a girlfriend named Maddie Cruz, Maddie Cruz, I think that's her name, and she is totally in love with Sucre, and she later tells Sucre that she's getting pregnant with his baby. But then she decides, but then Sucre's cousin decides to take her away from him, take her away from him. So she chooses to marry that dude. That would be a plot point in season 2 over if she marries this dude or not. So yeah, I guess Sucre's girlfriend can. So Sucre's girlfriend can just choose who she can be date. So yeah. So who do we also have? We also have Tancred's father, played by John Hurt. R.I.P. to John Hurt, who we all know played Kevin's dad in the Home Alone in the first 2 Home Alone movies. And every time I watch the show, I'll say, "Hey, that's Kevin's dad. That's Kevin McAllister's dad." Every time he would show up, until it got annoying. Yeah, and I stopped doing it when it got annoying. So yeah. So Paul Kellerman. So LJ's now on the run because Paul Kellerman and his friend killed LJ's parent, mom, and boyfriend, and then is now framing LJ for the murder. So now LJ is on the run. Is now on the run. Is now on the run. There's also another bad guy who shows up. Who follows LJ to where Veronica and Nick are. Also Nick. Nick is Veronica's private investigator friend who she thinks is a good guy but is really a bad guy, and which we find out later. Yeah. It learns that he was actually so he was actually working for a Bruzy. He was actually working for a Bruzy and to let his father. Yeah, he lied to Veronica saying that his father was still in jail, but they let him out, and he was trying to he was trying to get he was trying to get he was trying to. Michael said that he would help him get Fedonacci, whoever that is. We still don't know who that is, I don't think, but and yeah, but too bad for him. So yeah, so Fibonacci's or Bruce's Fibonacci's boss kills Nick, kills his dad. Kills Nick. So Nick's dead, and there's a lot of death in this show. A lot of characters end up dying, which we'll mention in season 2. But yeah, Warden Pope befriends Michael because he's trying to build her Taj Mahal. So yeah, so yeah. So there's also going a lot of things. We learn a lot more about Warden Pope in season 1. He he had a son who died, and the company is threatening to expose it that he killed his own son, or his son died of drugs. And he tells his wife about it, but we never find out how she reacts because she never shows up on the show again. It's just like he's like, "Hey, I'll tell you something." Next scene, we never find out what he has to tell her. That's one of the plot holes that they're like, "Hey," he's like, "Hey, I have to tell you something I never told you." We never know how she reacts. We never know how she deals with it. They never even mention it again. It's just like he's just like, so he must have told her about it. Either she was okay or she left him. I have no idea. They don't even mention it again. So yeah. So as Link is being Link, or that like they call him Link the Sink, because he throws anything at you but the kitchen sink. That is a terrible name. It's better than Tbag calling Michael pretty. Like, it's better than calling him a pretty. It's like come on. Like you couldn't come up with a better name. Link Link. I guess it rhymes, but it's just so bad. It's just so bad. It's just so bad. So anyway, what happens is that their counterman tries to shoot Link, but Link is saved by his dad, Aldo Burrows. Yeah, he's saved by his dad, Aldo, and he's saved by his dad, Aldo. Yeah. Yeah, but then counterman tries to shoot him, but the police come and since Link won't give up who helped him, they put him in solitary confinement. So Michael knows that since he wants to be near his brother when his brother. Yeah, so they try to kill Link, but Michael's able to mess with the wiring and. Yeah. So then what happens? So then what happens is. So then what happens is that Michael and Link, they since So Bella discovers the hole, but then Westmoreland fights him off and gets stabbed. Yeah. So Westmoreland has been trying to see his sick and dying daughter, but the prison won't give him an opportunity to see her. We don't even see her get mentioned ever again. She's just she's sick, and then it's never brought up again. It's just like, so Westmoreland dies. We found out in season 2 premiere that Westmoreland died, and yeah, sad. R.I.P. Westmoreland and R.I.P. Nick. Who is the next death character that I'm gonna have to put on my fake board of dead characters? So yeah, he dies, which is so yeah. So when Veronica finds out that Terrence Sedman is alive, she goes into his house. Find out more on that in season 2's recap. But that's where I'm going to leave off with that. She does find out that Terrence Sedman is alive. Yeah. So the gang escapes. So Westmoreland tells them about that they thought he was DB Cooper for some reason, and he left like a bunch of money. So now season 2 is about finding his money and who's gonna get the money and why. And yeah, season 2 is also pure ridiculousness, but we'll get to that season when we get to it, because it is pure. Because I only have 3 episodes left on season 2 before we recap that show. Then season 3, then season 4, then season 5, then season 6. No, season 5, yeah. Almost season 6, but there's no season 6. There's only 5 seasons. But yeah. So the gang escapes. They all get out of there. Sucre's cousin tries to escape, but because he's too large, he breaks the thing and gets captured by the So there's also Gary. So let's talk about Gary Leary. He's now a former inmate guard at Fox River who Michael lied to the Pope and said, hey, this guy burned him, and so they discover it and stole a watch that belonged to him. So they fire him. They fire him. That's how it works. They fired Gary. So yeah. So season 2. So we are going to recap season 2 next time after I'm done watching 3 episodes. But this is season 1 of Prison Break. It's ridiculous, it's dumb, and I cannot believe I'm recapping this. Pretty Little Liars had genius writing until that writing got terrible in season 6. But this show the writing just doesn't know where to go. Like Sarah, what happened with Sarah is that she decides to. Sarah used to be Sarah used to be a drug addict. Yeah, that's what happened. Sarah used to be a drug addict. Used to be addicted to drugs, and so she lets the gang out, and then she sees heroin, and then decides to get doped up on drugs, and that's when the police find her. So that's when people are like, "Oh no, is Sarah Tancredi gonna die?" Final season 2, but actually, I'm just kidding. No, she's not, because she's the main character. It's just is Sarah Tancredi gonna die? I'm like, really? You think that Sarah's gonna die? Show. Yeah. So what's gonna happen in season 2? Michael is on the gang is on the run now, looking for Westmoreland's money, 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 money. Yeah, you got that money, 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 money. Yeah, you got that money. Yeah, they want that money, 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 money. They want that money, money. Yeah, they want that money, money. Because they do want that money, money. They want that money, money. Okay. They want money. Money doesn't feel like a word anymore. Sometimes when you sing a song, and but the song was actually called to money, it feels not like a word anymore. But yeah, that was Prison Break. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Some of these actors would go on to be on Arrow season 2. Tbag's actor would go on to be on Arrow season 2 as the Clock King, and Abruzzi would go on to be in Arrow season 3 as the new Vertigo Warren Zeidel. If you haven't seen it. And we all know Michael Link would go on to play Captain Cold and Heatwave, aka Lawrence McRory, on The Flash and Like Tomorrow. So yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of Arrowverse actors that go on to play Arrowverse. A lot of Prison Break actors that go on to play Arrowverse characters. But anyway, that was it. This is my recap for Prison Break Season 1. And we'll see you next time when we recap Season 2 of Prison Break. Oh no, Prison Break!